Okay, so here's a basic rundown of Child Play, the 1988 version. So, November 1988, it's around Christmas time, and Charles Lee Ray is getting shot down by Detective Mike Norris. Just as Charles Lee Ray is about to escape, Eddie Caputo, the Charles getaway driver, drives off without Charles. As Charles is bleeding out, he hides in a toy store. Remembering he has magic, Charles puts his soul in a doll. Meanwhile, Andy Barkley and Karen Barkley are two people living in an apartment. Andy is turning 6 years old, and he really wants a good guy doll. His mom, buying one from a creepy old dude on the street, gives the doll to his son through her friend, Aunt Maggie. The doll is already acting strange within the first night and tries to watch the TV, despite Maggie at 9 o'clock saying that it was time for bed. So, what was it? Oh, Andy goes into bed. The Charles, who's now named Chucky by the doll, throws a hammer at Maggie. Maggie falls out of a window and crashes into a car, dying in the process. Mike Norris comes to Andy and asks about what happened as the police were called about the situation. Andy's mom comes home in the wake of all of it, being happy that her son's safe. But after figuring out that there's a clue that connects Aunt Maggie's death to Chucky, Andy reprimands Chucky, but Chucky tries to manipulate Andy. Andy, being a 6-year-old, kind of complies. Next day, Andy has to go to school. He brings Chucky along with him, but Chucky suggests that they take a train ride. Andy does that, and Chucky leads Andy to a house. Meanwhile, while Andy goes to take a piss, Chucky goes and kills Eddie. Sorry about that. So now Andy's once again caught. He tries to tell everyone but it's Chucky, but Chucky doesn't respond. Andy gets violent with Chucky, and that only proves the point that Andy could possibly be the one behind everything. Andy is taken to a psychiatric ward while Karen takes home Chucky. As Karen's looking at the Chucky doll, she realizes that there are no batteries within the doll. And after hearing the doll talk in front of her, she gets Chucky to reveal his true self. A foul-mouthed doll. Chucky makes an escape from her and tries to go after Andy. After a while, Chucky is at the psychiatric ward. Andy sees and tricks Chucky into getting into Andy's cell at the psychiatric ward. Andy gets outside and closes his door, locking Chucky in. But Chucky escapes. While Andy grabs a scalpel, a doctor at the psychiatric ward tries to take the scalpel away from him. But soon Chucky arrives and kills the doctor. Andy, remembering some words that his mother said once to him, goes back home. Meanwhile, Chucky hitches a ride with Norris, which turns into a battle, with Norris surviving and Chucky realizing he's getting hurt. So he goes to a voodoo doll person who he kills. Now that Karen and Norris know what's going on, they find the voodoo doll person who gives his last dying words about aiming for the heart. Now back at home, Andy Barkley is now armed with a bat as Chucky steps inside. Chucky's arrived and tries to take out Andy. And he succeeds in doing so, effectively knocking out Andy with his own baseball bat. When Andy comes to, he finds his mom trying to wake him up. Detective Norris is not there. Andy gets scared about the doll / Chucky. Chucky comes out and effectively tries to attack them, only for Karen to lock him up in the fireplace. Andy, now not needing Chucky anymore, lights a match and throws it into the fireplace, burning Chucky effectively. Chucky, as far as we know, is dead. Meanwhile, the Barkleys start packing things. Chucky comes back, nearly attacking Andy. Andy and his mom hide in Andy's mom's room and try to find an effective way to escape. They effectively go through a back door into the other part of the house when Chucky comes by, all burnt up. Miss Barkley shoots Chucky multiple times, taking off most of his limbs. Norris and a cohort of his come in. And they talk to the people before the remaining body parts of Chucky return, ultimately choking out a police officer. And the police officer luckily gets the hand off of Chucky. Gets the hand off of him, and Norris aims for the heart of Chucky. Chucky says, "Hi, I'm Chucky. Howdy ho." No, it wasn't. It was, "I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend till the end." No. Well, he dies. The Barkleys, after some questioning, the Barkleys leave with a freeze frame of Andy looking behind him. And that's the end of Child's Play 1988. I'll do more horror movie synopsises for the remaining month. So far, this is the first one, and it's really late. Currently writing this as the 12:40 a.m. of October 1st. Okay, bye.